Hi, CP Algebra 1. We are done with our first quiz. We will have another quiz Friday this week on the things we learn. And it's very similar to what we've been working with. It's just we are building upon it a little bit more each time. Let's take a look at example 1. Something I want you to recognize is we have some like terms on the same side of the equal sign. So notice these are on the same side of the equal sign, and these are as well. So let's think about that we can combine them together. So 3x minus 2x is 1x, which we'll just call x. Then I have plus 2, and then 4 plus 6 is equal to 10. Now we can start moving things back and forth. I'm going to subtract 2 from both sides. Those cancel out. 10 subtract 2 is 8. And that's our answer. Okay, we could plug 8 back in for our 2x's right here. 3 times 8 is 24, 2 times 8 is 16, 24 minus 16 plus 2. It does indeed come out to the right answer. Example number 2 on page 25. We have, again, a couple of things to make note of before we start doing anything. I have that is on the same side, but I also have both of those on the same side. So let's take care of the 12 minus 5 first. So 12 minus 5 is going to give me 7, and then I'm going to have y over 3 plus y over 3. All right, we talked about this past week, what are we going to do when we have denominators? Well, let's maybe think about, these are both the exact same. Do you agree? Well, what did we do? What if I were to multiply this by 3, and this by technically 3 over 1, this by 3, and this by 3 over 1? And then I'm going to combine. So 3 times 7 is 21 equals this 3 and this 3 cancel, so that leaves me just y. 3 times 3 here is going to be positive 9. And then these 3's cancel out, and it leaves me the y there. Okay, I still have a y and a y on the same side of the equal sign. So what's y plus y? Yeah, it's 2y. So then I can go ahead and start solving this and bring things back and forth across the equal sign. I'm going to subtract 9 from both sides first. Those cancel, so I get 2y is equal to 21 minus 9, which is 12. Divide both sides by 2, and so I'll bring the answer here. That reduces down to y equals 12 over 2 is 6. Go ahead and turn the page on your notes and go to page 26. Okay, so these are all practice problems. So let's kind of see if we can say, we have that on the same side. So I'm going to get negative b, 6 minus 8 is negative 2 equals negative 11. Now let's go ahead and solve it. I'm going to add 2. These cancel, so I get negative b is equal to negative 9. And a couple of you struggled on the quiz. What did I do here? We'll multiply both sides by a negative, and I get positive 9 is my answer. Problem number 2. These are like terms. So I'm going to get 8, negative 3 plus 5. Something costs $3. You have $5 in your pocket, so now you're left with 2, so 2y. Now we're ready to start moving things back and forth across the equal sign. I'm going to subtract 8 from both sides because it's a positive 8. In order to move it, it needs to become negative. Divide each side by 2. These cancel, and 6 over 2 reduces to just 3. Problem number 3. These are on the same side of the equal sign. Combine them together. Negative 4x plus 6x is 2x minus 7 equals negative 31. Now we can start moving things back and forth over the equal sign. Add 7, add 7. These cancel. So I'm left with 2x is equal to negative 24. Divide each side by 2. These reduce. X equals negative 12. Problem number 4. We have a denominator. Well, let's multiply. My denominator is this. So I'm going to multiply this by 3 over 1, and this by 3. And so 3 times 1 is 3. These cancel each other out. 4 times 3 is 12. Now we're ready to start moving things around. Subtract 12 from both sides. 3 subtract 12. Use a calculator. Gives you negative 9 is equal to t. There's our answer. Number 5. Ooh, notice I just have a 7 on bottom. So I'm going to multiply this side by 7 over 1, this by 7. Those cancel, so that leaves me x minus 3 equals 84. Let's go ahead and add 84 to both sides, or add 3 to both sides, excuse me. So x equals 87. It's done. We have another one that has a fraction. We have a denominator of 3. So I'm going to multiply this by 3 over 1, which is the same thing as 3. Multiply that by 3 and that by 3. Those cancel. So I have 2m minus 12 equals, because 4 times 3 is 12, and it's a negative, 2 times 3 is 6. I'm going to add 12 to both sides. Those cancel each other out. 2m is equal to 18. Divide both sides by 2. Reduce here. 18 over 2 is 9. And there's our answer. We're now on to the word problem. So kind of how I did the word problem the other day is I read it and then highlighted things that were important. Problem number 7 says, at Yummy Yogurt, you pay 35 cents for the container, so the cup that you would get, and then 40 cents per ounce of yogurt and toppings. If you just bought yogurt for $4.75, how much yogurt did you get? So 35 cents is just for the container or the cup. And then we're going to pay $40 for each ounce. And that includes your yogurt and your toppings. And we spent a total of $4.75. So let's see if we can work this out. So 40 cents per ounce plus the 0.35 equals $4.75. All right, we have decimals. How many places do I have to move the decimals to the right? 2. So I'm going to move this one 2, move this one 2, and move this one 2. As long as we do it to all of them, it's still going to work. So that's going to give me 40x plus 35 equals 475. Now I don't have to work with decimals. Let's subtract 35 from both sides. Bring it over here. 475 minus 35 is going to give me 440. Let's divide both sides by 40. X is equal to 11. See, we got 11 ounces of yogurt and toppings. Problem number 8. It says 3 consecutive numbers have a sum of 36. What are the numbers? Okay, so 3 consecutive numbers, sum of 36. What are the numbers? Okay, so I need to define for you a consecutive number. A consecutive number would be one after the next. So things that are consecutive numbers would be like 3, 4, and 5. Those are consecutive numbers, they're right after each other. Or 8, 9, 10. Or -3, -4, -5. Those are all consecutive numbers. Okay, so let's think about this. I have three consecutive numbers, and they have a sum, so I'm going to add them up. And they equal 36. Okay, so let's think about this. If my first number is x, what would I have to add to x? So like, let's say x is 3. What would I have to add to 3 to get to 4? Right, 1. What would I have to add to get to 5? I'd have to add 1 more. So now that's going to be x plus 2. So x plus 1, and x plus 2 are how we're going to find consecutive numbers. X and x plus x is 3x. 1 plus 2 is 3, and they're equal to 36. Let's go ahead and solve it. Subtract 3, subtract 3. These cancel. 3x is equal to 33. Divide by 3, divide by 3. X is equal to 11. We're looking for three numbers. So x is 11. What if I add 1 to 11? Yeah, then I get 12. What if I add 2 to 11? You get 13. Are 11, 12, and 13 consecutive numbers? Are they one after the other? Yes, they are. If I add 11, 12, and 13 up, do they add up to 36? Yes, they do. This is my answer. Okay, problem number 9. It says two consecutive even numbers have a sum of 166. What are the numbers? So two consecutive even numbers, sum of 166. Okay, I have two consecutive numbers that have a sum that gives me 166. So let's define this a little bit. We already said consecutive is one after the other. Consecutive even would be like 2, 4, 6, or 10, 12, 14. So how many apart are these? Well, if the first one was x, what do I have to add to 2 to get to 4? 2 is right. So x and x plus 2. Now we can go ahead and combine like terms. So x plus x is 2x plus the 2 equals 166. Subtract 2 from both sides. These cancel. So I get 2x is equal to 164. Divide both sides by 2. So x is equal to 82. So if x is 82, and I add 2 to x to get to the next number, 82 plus 2 is 84. Are 82 and 84 even numbers? Yes. Is 84 and 82, when they add together, 166? Yes. Okay. Your assignment that'll be due next time is page 27 and 28. And I would like you to work on 1 through 18 all. You have plenty of time to work on it in class. Get busy so you don't have too much homework. Have a nice day.